Red Sox qualify for the postseason for the first time in 4 years. Open up tomorrow night in New York. Best of 3 at Yankee Stadium. I just have a problem with the call. From counted out? Who counted him out?
I didn't count him out. I have no idea. I really don't know what he was talking about there. It's funny you said that.
Well, maybe he talked to Alex Cora in the pregame because Cora, postgame and over the weekend, apparently made it be known like, oh, yeah, no one thought we were going to make the playoffs this year. Like, there's this narrative that is in that clubhouse, like, no one thought we could do it. I mean, the expectations were you could get to the playoffs. They've been that way for the last few years, dude. What are you talking about?
Credit to the Boston Globe and Peter Abraham, who wrote over the weekend and just reminded everybody about the preseason prognostications. Basically, here's a sample. All 6 Globe writers who were polled for a story that ran on March 24th selected the Sox to make the postseason, with 2 having them advancing to the ALCS. ESPN polled a panel of 28 of its writers and broadcasters, and 13 selected the Sox to win the American League East. 10 others had them in the playoffs as a wild card team. The Athletic, preseason, asked 33 of its staffers for predictions, and 9 selected the Sox as American League champions going to the World Series. MLB.com and Fangraphs also picked the Red Sox to win the division. Their Vegas over-under was 87.5?
86.5, I think.
86.5. They got to, the Friday night was 88, I think.
Correct.
What the hell's Alex talking about?
I don't know. Maybe after they sucked for the first half that people were getting down on them.
Well, when they traded Rafi Devers, what were they? They were 1 game over 500. So they were never really out of it. They were a consensus pick across the board to make the postseason, and they made the postseason. This is the same thing I'll say about the Patriots at 2-2. It's where I expected them to be. I'm not going to give them a gold star or extra credit for the baseline. The baseline expectation for the Red Sox was make the postseason, so they did it. They did not fail. They did not underachieve, but they haven't overachieved yet either. This is what they are.
Yeah, they counted us out.
It's what everyone expected them to be. Now we're going to play this thing like no one thought we'd do it.
This was really annoying. Friday night was
everybody thought you'd do it.
Friday night was a really enjoyable game. I used my buddy's password. I was able to watch it because over my dead body, am I paying for Apple? But either way, nice win for them. I'm glad they're in. I give them up. They could go deep. No one's good in the American League, but this coupled with, and I don't know if you saw the Red Sox official Twitter page. They put them out, the whole team, in their postseason shirts, which are nice, with the tagline "Power of Friendship" with the heart hands emoji. So you're still trying to sell the fans on the troublesome Devers in the clubhouse thing, guys. Just enjoy the win. You made the playoffs. Like it's this Red Soxian thing of like they just can't help themselves.
They can't.
The power of friendship. Oh, Devers was the worst. What did you get in return for him? Jordan Hicks, who's an arsonist and blows. The power of friendship. Just enjoy the win, guys, and go beat the Yankees. That's all anyone cares about.
Seriously, just take the W and move on.
Power of friendship.
I mean, now they're the plucky little engine that could.
Please.
Is that the idea?
I would assume they're underdogs, but they're really not.
They are. No, in the Yankee series they are.
But are they really?
No.
This thing's a toss-up.
Yeah, totally.
They own New York this year. And we've seen those teams. We've seen the Yankees. We've seen the Rays. We see the Sox. We've seen the matchups. These are toss-up series. You have every right to expect them to win these series. And if they play poorly or gag on it, you have every right to rag on them and not sit there and say, well, they did more than we thought. No, they didn't. They, to this point, have done exactly what most people thought they would do. They qualified for the postseason. In fact, a lot of people had them winning the division or winning the American League. So I don't need to hear this saying no one thought they'd be here. Most everyone thought they'd be here.
Each of the first 2 series is winnable. I'll tell you about the third one if and when they get there. But they're going to have to play their way out of the division, basically. It's New York, Toronto. So, that being the case, you can win both of those. They can absolutely win both of those series.
Okay, thoughts on this? Thoughts on the Patriots? Mix them together. Scott in Canton. What do you got, Scott?
Yes, I would love to see the Red Sox sweep the New York Yankees.
Okay, good, Scott. That still means something to you to bury the Yankees, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good for you. I wish more people felt that way. I think that part of this is kind of gone, that it's the Yankees. You know what I mean?
Sure. Well, yes, absolutely. Do you think they'd have been better off playing in this ballpark?
Yes, for sure.
I mean, so like I do wonder about that one. They let that get away, and I mean, everyone is so
Down the stretch. That wasn't in play this weekend. They were too
no,
far
no, no,
gone.
no, not this weekend. I mean, down the stretch
In the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, they had that one in their grasp, and then starting with the final game in New York, they started to give it back. So really, over the last 3 or 4 weeks, and now you got to play in New York. So I would just say keep that in mind. You could have been playing here. I don't love the idea of playing there, but they can still win.
Dan in Gloucester. Go ahead, Dan.
Hey, guys. So I went with some friends to the Bleacher Bar Friday afternoon. We were watching Ryder Cup. We caught some batting practice. But then come game time, the bar didn't have Apple TV. Everyone had to leave. How stupid is that?
Oh, no,
Either way, go Sox.
Yeah, no. They'd much rather have your $4.99 subscription, your Aunt Millie's $4.99 subscription to watch the morning anchor show, whatever the F.
That's unbelievable. They didn't have it in the bar?
Do you know what these streaming services charge bars?
Yeah, so I was going
I've
to say.
heard about this.
Because I'm under the impression you just don't pay the $8 as a bar.
No.
'Cause if they caught you, you get like sued up the wazoo because it's like per head.
Tens of thousands of
Yeah.
dollars.
It is. It's like tens of thousands, right? Ridiculous.
So crazy.
No, hey, great.
Yeah.
John Henry and the owners got a few extra bucks out of it, but the vast majority of people who wanted to watch it couldn't watch it.
That is brutal that you can't even do that in a bar.
Nope, no, sir. They want this. They want the pocket change of your $12.99 a month. That's more important to them. Sean in Pawtucket. I don't want to turn the whole show into this again today, but you go ahead. You're calling on it. What do you got, Sean?
Yeah. So I got the game on my phone. I screen image it to my TV. The picture quality was great, but I'm watching it in the 9, texting my buddies, and I get an update from them saying that Rafaela hits a game-winning triple before he was even on my TV. So
yeah.
It's kind of took all the wind out of my sails.
Oh, no, there's that, too. You can't change
you're, like,
channels.
behind.
You're about 30 seconds behind the world. The nuclear device will have exploded, and you'll just be getting to it. We'll be vaporized before you actually see it on your TV.
That is great.
There's so many things that are wrong with it.
My trees are melting.
I got annoyed about the no one thought we could do it thing until I heard I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. I just read it.
Oh, it's actually worse.
I didn't hear it.
It is the cuts word.
He's swearing.
Yeah.
He's like, Alex, do you want me to give it to you again? Not only did not no one think you were going to do it, most people thought you were going to do it. Most people, frankly, had you going further than this. As Pete Abe tells us in the Boston Globe. And I just had this. Hold on. Stand by. Well, we'll start with the Globe. The Globe itself, they pulled all 6 of their baseball writers. All 6 had the Red Sox making the postseason, with 2 of the 6 having them advance to the ALCS.
Even Shaughnessy picked them to go to the playoffs.
Alex, not only did no one pick you, Shaughnessy picked you.
Shaughnessy.
ESPN,
Grim Reaper himself.
ESPN polled a panel of 28 of its writers and broadcasters. 13 selected the Sox to win the division.
Even Shaughnessy.
10 others had the Sox as a wild card team. 23 of the 28 had them in the postseason from ESPN. The Athletic asked 33 of its staffers for predictions. 9 selected the Sox as the AL champions going to the World Series, a third of them.
Take that, Beetle.
Your Bible, Fangraphs, had the Red Sox winning the division. Fangraphs had the Sox winning the East. You underachieved, Alex. Good God.
My problem is with you.
No, my problem is with that tone. That tone. Dude, if you want to sell it, do it with a wink. A wink and a nod. You're going to be that defiant when you're just that wrong? You're just making that up?
I know. And since when did the media become the enemy in this particular endeavor? He's been bitching about ownership and management for the last 4 years. Now everyone else doubted him?
Good God. All right, 2 your calls. Here's
Oh,
Ryan.
my God. I'd rather stick needles in my eyes.
Sorry, Danny. Here's Ryan in the car. Go ahead, Ryan.
Hey, I was just going to chime in on Drake May. I thought he was kind of keeping his head a little bit more, like when he was rolling out left, and instead of, tucking the ball or fumbling the ball, he caught Henry, and then I think that might have been a touchdown. But the whole freelance thing, I think, is a bad idea because you'll get one good play, but then you have 3 bad plays, and it's like you're not making progress that way.
Listen, when you get to a place and you've got it all down and you want to freelance like Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or one of these guys, yeah, Okay, when you're just learning the position, I would never encouraging freelancing, ever. But I think these bootlegs are a happy medium where he's running, he's on the move. There's definitely a run option, but there's two receivers out there. And it's like the first read is the flat, the second read is up top or vice versa. If they're covered, then run it. Okay. You're still reading a defense. You're not just running around out there because you got to let Drake be Drake. And, that's stupid. You got to learn how to play the position.
No, it's a good way to actually kind of meld it. It gets him on the move, but it keeps him a thrower.
And I like him under center. I think they're more effective when he's under center. Murph in Southie. Go ahead, Murph.
Hey, guys, big win yesterday. I haven't heard you mention Gonzalez being back, and he really took McMillan out of the game. He let up one big catch at the first drive, and I think that's part of the reason they had so much success in the first drive. But after that, he was taking them out of the plays, and they love going to him. So I think that was a huge key.
Okay, did you see that, Mazz?
No. In fact, I would say that Bryce Young took Carolina out of the game. Seriously, that's what I would say. That guy sucks. He's awful.
We'll put a pin in that.
Okay,
we're gonna get to that in a second.
I really don't think it was Gonzalez, and I tried to watch him as much as you can on TV, but there were times where McMillan had space. There was one on the sideline. They might have been playing a combo man in zone. There was a little pocket there. I told you the ball was high, and McMillan kind of went like this and just didn't really extend for it because I think he was afraid he was going to get drilled by the safety.
Eric in Connecticut. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, hi. I'm pissed about Murray talking bad about the Patriots. Like, hey, we won. We haven't won in years. Like, congratulate ourselves for being not the worst team in the NFL. Hey, Felger, Uzu.tv, UZZU.tv.
Yeah, okay.
It'll change your life.
Yeah, no, FU.com.
It's also a aperitif enjoyed by the Greeks.
No, that's Uzo.
Uzo, yeah. Did he not hear my email? It was nice to be bored in a good way for the first time in years. That was good. A blowout was good yesterday. Good. You got it? Good. Now can they win and start winning games together? 2 home games in a row for the first time in like 3 years? How about a little bit more? It's okay to ask for more.
How about any 2 games in a row?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm pissed at Murray.
Yeah, I don't like you, Murray.
John in Malden. Go ahead, John.
How you doing, guys? Listen, you guys kill me with this Red Sox stuff. You're saying all these guys picked them to finish first and go this far.
Yes,
they didn't pick them to trade Devers and bring up the young kids.
You're sure they did.
A totally different team, and they still finished in third place. I mean, how good are they really?
I think they're a third place team, John.
Yeah, they're a third-place team, but, I mean, they just barely got in. Okay. I mean, next year they're going to be back to fourth place. And, I mean, Houston could have knocked them out. They're squeaking in by their short hairs.
Okay.
And Alex Cora is like, we believed. All year long, he's been dissing management and ownership about not giving them players to compete. And now they get in, and he's like, we always believed. What a bunch of nonsense.
Good call, John.
All right, there we go.
I don't know where he was going, but
yeah, me neither.
Ultimately, he got to the right place.
He kind of made a U-turn in the middle of it. I mean, I felt like he was on us at the beginning, but I think he's with us.
The organization needed to make the playoffs, and they built the team to make the playoffs. And even after all the injuries, which, if I stack it up against the rest of the league, I don't know if you were particularly banged up.
You weren't.
I think you were as hurt as anyone else. I mean, maybe more hurt than some teams or less than the others, but nothing beyond nothing out of the realm.
Nothing ridiculous. And the big one is that their key pitchers stayed healthy.
I was just going to say, you have the best, don't you think going into it with the way Skubal has looked recently, that you have the best pitcher in the American League going into the postseason?
Yes.
Okay, so pretty much from the start of the year to the end, you've had a bona fide real ace, and you've had stellar 8th and 9th inning work.
Legit weapons in that bullpen at the back.
Okay, so all year. And then in and around that, you have and I know this is going to be weird because we bitch about them not spending enough money, but you do still spend more than most. You've got remnants of a big market lineup in between the best starting pitcher in the American League and lockdown bullpen help. I'm sorry, that's an 89-win team that should be a wild card team.
Yes.
That's what that is. That's not an overachievement. It's not an underachievement. That's exactly what they should be. It's what Fangraphs, or it's what the Vegas over-under was, 87.5. Fangraphs, all these other advanced analytics sites had them in the postseason. This is what they should do. And I don't think the odds changed much after the injuries. I don't.
Especially in a bad league. The league was bad.
I mean, come on.
It was a bad league. I think there's one team in the league that you can look at and say at the end of the year, they're pretty good. I don't know if they can win the whole thing, but they have a shot.